Jake.
Hi, Sean.
Okay, how old were you about the 60s and 69, around then when everything was happening?
Well, I was born in 47, so that puts me at about, 1969 I turned, 1968 I turned 21 years old.
Yeah? So you, were you as old as our last guest?
I know your last guest is older than I am by a year.
Oh, so you guys are pretty much the same age.
Actually,
Yeah.
11 months and 27
Did you see a lot of
days.
drug usage during the 60s?
Towards the later 60s, yeah, I did see a lot of drugs. It
Saw a
was
lot
just
of
being
it.
introduced basically when I was getting ready to graduate from high school.
What year was that you graduated from high school?
68.
68, and then you went into the military right after you graduated?
Right,
Out of high school?
I joined the Army. I should have graduated when I was 66, but I had a few problems in high school.
You mean in 66?
I should have graduated in 66.
Yeah.
But I got in trouble at high school and
Uh-oh.
got kicked out a couple of times and ended up graduating in 68, but I believe that saved my life. Because I didn't get drafted.
Oh, was your name late in the lottery?
Yeah, I was like number 1 in Thurston County. They told me I was going to be one of the first to go.
It went in Thurston County. But
Yes.
Thurston County was late in draft.
What do you mean by late in the draft?
Why don't you said you didn't go till later on in the draft.
No, I said
Or is that what you said?
no, that isn't what I said.
Oh.
I graduated late.
Oh.
Okay.
And they didn't pull you out until you graduated?
Right.
Oh.
See, they can't draft you. They couldn't draft you until you graduated from high school.
Oh, so you would have won if you would have graduated in 66, they'd have pulled you out right away.
Right. They would have got me just like that. So I kind of stalled around, and then I stalled around, skipped school, got in trouble, smoked cigarettes, drank beer, had a good time.
Had a good time before you knew you'd get drafted.
Right. But I didn't get drafted. I joined.
Oh, you joined.
Right, because I didn't want to be drafted.
You wanted to just go.
Well, if you got drafted, you ended up as a grunt over in the jungle, and I didn't want to be that way.
So, where were you in Vietnam?
Well, what I did is when I joined the military, I made sure that I got special training, and I got a special field, or a MOS is what they call it, and I was a small arms repairman. So that kept me out of the jungle.
So you didn't really see much combat, did you?
Not real combat. Not actual firefights or in the jungle hiding from the gooks or, going through ambushes.
People edit that part.
Why? It's the truth. I mean, this is reality.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
What was your rank in the
I was an E5, which would be a buck sergeant.
a buck sergeant? What was that?
3 stripes.
Oh, so that was pretty high on the list, or
Well, it goes up to E9. So I
Oh.
was E5. And I was an E5 after only 18 months in the service because of my special school that I went to.
what school did you go to?
Small arms repair. I repaired.
You went to that out of high school?
Yeah, when I got out of high school, I joined the military and they sent me to Fort Lee, Virginia. And I spent 6 months there going to school for the special training in small arms repair. And when I graduated from that, I got an E4 ranking, just like that. I skipped E2 and E3. And it's part of this training.
Well, let's see. How long were you in Vietnam?
1 year.
Just 1 year.
1 year. That's what the tour of duty was for everybody. 1 year.
And your basic train. What was the normal basic training that most people went through?
I mean, before they went over there?
Yeah.
Well, you had your boot camp, which lasted about 10 weeks, and then you had your AIT training, which advanced infantry training or advanced whatever training it is, which usually lasted about another 8-10 weeks, and then you were assigned to wherever. You could be Vietnam, you could be stateside, you could be anywhere.
Did you have any friends over there in Vietnam? A lot of buddies that you were with over there?
I had a really good friend that was stationed over there. He was in the Air Force.
Did you see much of him over there?
I got to see him a couple times.
Do you still know him?
Oh yeah, I've known him since grade school. He sells cars here in Olympia.
That was quite a coincidence.
Yeah.
What was it that you guys got put together?
Well, it's kind of funny because I really didn't know he was over there.
Oh, so you just
But-
met up?
Well, no, I got a letter from my mom. My mom was telling me that he was stationed 20 miles away from me.
Let's see.